Good afternoon, everybody. So today we are going to be reviewing my cheapest fragrance that I own. We are talking about Choco Musk. This is what it looks like. This is a Middle Eastern fragrance. It's in this really weird and unique half moon shaped bottle. It's, I think, a 2 ounce. It's 50 mLs, I believe. Has this really dark, deep amber color and these little rivets that go down the bottle as well. So if you guys are anywhere on TikTok, you guys have probably seen people talking about this fragrance. It is known for being very good, very gourmand, very inexpensive. So it got me. Okay, it got me. Like when I look at it, right, you think white diamonds. You know, it's giving Elizabeth Arden. It's giving really, really old Coty fragrances, original bottled white diamonds. What was the other one? Something shoulders. It's giving like something that would sit on your grandmother's or your grandfather's armoire, you know? But everyone so highly raved about it, and it is so inexpensive. I mean, I think usually it's like $10 to $12 for a bottle, which is wildly cheap. That's like less than a body spray these days. But I think I got mine for even less because I think I either had a coupon on TikTok or it was running like a flash sale or something. I want to say I paid like $6 for this bottle, six, like a single digit, which is insane. And I was really excited because I do love a gourmand, okay? Like I am a gourmand girly. I love anything that makes me smell edible, delectable, delicious, okay? So my opinion on this fragrance has definitely changed. On receiving this, I immediately opened it and I sprayed it on and I was like, "Oh my fucking god. Oh my god." Like I just felt like I had been lied to, you know? Like I felt a little duped, a little gypped, a little played something because I was like, this is not, it gave me the ick. And I was like, what is everybody talking about? Like, what the hell is going on here? I was very, very disappointed. I thought everyone on TikTok has terrible taste, but I also thought it was like $6 or $10, whatever you're paying. It was very, very inexpensive. So, what did you expect? And it's a fine. You only wasted like less than you would pay for a meal, you know? So, it was fine. However, I do know that after letting fragrances sit, once you've opened them and sprayed them a few times, if you let them sit, a process called maceration happens. If you let a fragrance macerate, usually about a month at least, but sometimes more, it can actually change the way the fragrance smells. It is maturing the fragrance, and that is actually how the fragrance is intended to smell. So I did not trash this or give it away. I just put it on a shelf and kind of forgot about it. And I was like, you know what? I'll give it another go in a month or two. So recently I picked it back up and sprayed it back on, and I was pleasantly surprised. I think the maceration process has worked for this fragrance. It no longer smells like disgusting, cheap, whatever the fuck I thought it smelled like originally. It smells really, really yummy, and how everyone else is describing it. So I think my bottle just needed to macerate. It needed to mature. So I revoke my initial thoughts about this fragrance, and now I do love her. And it is my favorite, cheapest fragrance that I own. So we're going to spray this on, and I'm going to give you my initial thoughts of like what I think it smells like and what it evokes, and then we'll go over the notes. So this it smells like a very yummy vanilla and chocolate dessert. It smells like a bakery. It smells like an edible warm chocolate chip cookie. That's just like on initial smell. It smells very, very yummy, very warm and cozy, kind of like cashmere-esque. Very, very good. And not in a, and I really do love it because I am not the biggest fan in chocolate fragrances normally. Even like chocolate flavored like body washes or body scrubs or lotions. I think it can go very, there's like something in it that can go very, very quickly. It kind of like stinks a little bit, and I'm not a huge fan of it. It can go very wrong. So the fact that this, I think, is balanced out with the sweetness of the vanilla and then the musk, it really, really helps it not go in that kind of like super chocolatey direction. So it kind of smells more like a hot cocoa with vanilla, which I really, really love, and a chocolate chip cookie. Very delicious. Okay, so let's go over the notes. So the top notes are warm spice and amber. So that is initially you get like a spicy, this is just like a little bit of like an undernote of a spice and amber. So it's a very warm, cozy feeling right off the bat. So the middle notes are sugary, powdery, and vanilla. So I mean, I get vanilla pretty much right off the bat, but it does kind of come through after a minute or two, even more so. I don't get too much of a powdery note, which is good because I'm not a huge fan of powder, just like a little bit of smidge of powder, which is probably good to kind of soften and round it out so you don't get that sharp chocolate smell. And then the base is just chocolate, cocoa, and musk. So it's literally like what it's called, Choco Musk. And like I said, it's not like that sharp, like candy bar chocolate smell, which is not that pleasant to me, or like chocolate pudding smell, which is like ick to me. It is more like a sweet hot cocoa or like a sweet chocolate chip cookie. So yes, 10 out of 10. Love this fragrance. I'm really, really glad I did not get rid of it because baby, on initial smell right out the box, I was like, what the fuck are these people talking about? It's absolutely terrible. But no, it's not. She's lovely. I love it a lot. I can't wait to play around with layering this fragrance. I think it would be really, really good to layer it with something that's even like milkier, like lactonic, like cookies and milk. Something that would probably be really, really good with this would be like Dead Cool's extra milk. So you could have like the cookies and milk. It would be very, very delectable and yummy and kind of even soften out that sweetness a little bit more. Really, really good. Really, really good. And I think it's the musk that really, really helps balance this fragrance out. And I'm so glad I didn't get rid of it. Okay, so now I'm gonna do one of my favorite parts, how I always see fragrances of like who would wear her, right? This one, I think this could be like a unisex fragrance. I would say men could definitely use this, especially if men like a sweeter, more of like a warm spice kind of fragrance, because it's not like super fresh or anything like that. But it might be really good to mix with something that is a little bit more masculine, like something, this would be really good with like a woody fragrance probably mixed in for men. But who would wear this, in my opinion, this would be really good for winter, fall, warm, cozy vibes. I'm seeing like cashmere sweaters, someone with a hot cocoa or like a coffee at like a little cafe, very warm and cozy. Also, like maybe a little bit sexy, but not overtly sexy, just like comforting, cozy, sexy, if that makes sense. Someone that's not really trying too hard, but someone that is definitely dressed in cashmere, something like that, that vibe, right? So if you guys want to smell like a delicious chocolate chip cookie from a bakery for less than $12, go get her. Super cheap, super good. I'm also really, really appreciating Middle Eastern fragrances for this reason. I think fragrances, they're having a moment. I love fragrances. I'm a fragrance girly. I am obsessed. I have a problem. But it is starting to chap my ass that these companies, they are really, really overpriced most of the time. And they are just really getting greedy with it, right? So the one thing I love about Middle Eastern fragrances is that they are proof that you can make a very, very good and yummy fragrance, and one that lasts really long on the skin for not that much money. Like, you don't have to charge an arm and a leg. So go get her. So let me know what fragrance I should try next. If you like my fragrance videos, definitely follow for more. Turn on your little bell notifications. It really helps me get pushed out to people that might like it as well. And that way you won't miss another video. See you guys in the next one. Bye.